Aston Martin's secret weapon fires shots at Mercedes and Ferrari. Brace yourselves, Formula One fans, because Dan Fallows, the tech guru behind Aston Martin, just dropped a major bombshell. In an unexpected twist, he's warning his fellow F1 rivals about a ticking time bomb and urging them to change their concept ASAP. But wait, hold on tight. Is Fallows playing mind games, stirring up rivalry, or is he on a mission to rally against the mighty Red Bull team? Let's delve deeper. While most people expected Mercedes and Ferrari to put Red Bull to the test this season, only Aston Martin are as close as anyone can be at this point. Aston Martin emerged as the dark horse of the F1 2023 season, delivering exceptional performances with 4 podium finishes out of 5 races. Their remarkable surge in form has catapulted them ahead of renowned powerhouses Mercedes and Ferrari in the fiercely contested F1 Constructors' Championship. The secret to Aston Martin's rise up the ranks lies in their audacious decision to overhaul their car concept during the previous year. While Mercedes and Ferrari have remained steadfast in sticking to their tried and tested designs from last season, Aston Martin has capitalized on this opportunity to evolve significantly. This bold move has positioned them as the second strongest team on the grid. Having the help of the legendary Fernando Alonso also played a key part in the success the team is having this season. His massive input on the car and his presence helped Stroll improve as well. During an insightful discussion at the Miami Grand Prix, Fallows, a representative of Mercedes, shed light on the diverse car concepts prevalent in Formula One. He emphasized the difficulty of shifting fundamentally once a team commits to a specific aerodynamic concept. Moreover, the conviction in the chosen direction further complicates any potential shifts. Astonishingly, Aston Martin finds themselves neck and neck in terms of pace with both Ferrari and Mercedes, further deterring these teams from considering a change. The question arises as to whether any team would dare to deviate from their established path. However, as time elapses, such a shift becomes increasingly challenging. Aston Martin's recent achievements underscore their remarkable progress, yet they remain aware of the substantial gap that separates them from Red Bull, the reigning championship leaders. Aston Martin's utilization of Mercedes parts and their adoption of the Mercedes engine has left the Mercedes team puzzled. How is it possible for Aston Martin to outpace their very own suppliers? This realization prompted a substantial overhaul within the Mercedes camp, leading to the return of Allison to the team, tasked with rectifying their conceptual shortcomings. Fallows candidly acknowledged that Aston Martin needs to improve in every aspect to narrow the chasm with Red Bull. Recognizing their relative strengths, the team believes there are certain areas where they excel. However, they also acknowledge the need to optimize their car for each circuit, which might expose certain weaknesses compared to their competitors in specific types of corners, be it low speed or high speed. Aston Martin's car concept underwent a drastic transformation in the public eye early last year, and they are still in the process of refining it. While they have undoubtedly taken significant strides forward this season, there is still room for improvement across the board. In essence, Aston Martin's unexpected surge in the F1 2023 season has captivated fans and experts alike. Their daring decision to revamp their car concept has paid off handsomely, propelling them ahead of Formula One giants. However, despite their impressive achievements, they acknowledge the sizable gap to the dominant force of Red Bull. Aston Martin recognizes the need to enhance every facet of their performance to challenge the reigning champions, striving to reach the pinnacle of the sport. But will Mercedes and Ferrari listen? Well, Mercedes were on the job since the season started, and now, finally in Monaco, they are ready to unveil their new concept. The Silver Arrows, realizing their misstep as early as the beginning of March, during the season-opening Bahrain Grand Prix, found themselves regretting their decision to stick with the design concept from the previous year. Initially, there was a glimmer of hope that the eye-catching zero-side pod aesthetic, introduced with their previous W13 model, held untapped potential. Alas, it swiftly became apparent that the new car would struggle to match the prowess of Red Bull, who emphatically put an end to Mercedes' impressive 8-year reign as Constructors' Champions in 2022, subsequently securing victory in all 5 races at the start of the new campaign. Even during the Friday practice sessions in Bahrain, Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton couldn't help but voice his dissatisfaction, remarking that they were on the wrong track right from the get-go. His frustrations were soon echoed by none other than the team principal himself, Toto Wolff, who candidly admitted that the design of the W14 had regrettably failed to live up to expectations. Since that disappointing realization, Mercedes has been locked in a relentless battle of damage control, fiercely competing with Aston Martin and Ferrari for the honor of trailing behind the indomitable Red Bulls. For seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, the wait for the much-anticipated upgrades has felt like an eternity. With each passing day, he has found himself eagerly counting down, yearning for the moment when the enhancements will finally breathe new life into their struggling campaign. Originally planned for unveiling at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, the much-anticipated upgrades faced a setback due to the unfortunate cancellation of the race caused by severe flooding in northern Italy. Consequently, the racing world must now wait until the subsequent Monaco Grand Prix to catch a glimpse of the eagerly awaited enhancements. Why have the upgrades taken so long to materialize? This lingering query arises from Mercedes' realization at the season-opening Bahrain Grand Prix that significant changes were imperative for their competitive prospects. One may wonder why it has taken them a hefty 2.5 months to prepare these upgrades. Andrew Shovlin, Mercedes' trackside engineering director, offered insight into the matter, stating, "If we look back at the test and race in Bahrain, that was the moment we recognized that our current package wouldn't allow us to contend for the World Championship. We made decisions at that time regarding the car's development, its aerodynamics, and its overall characteristics, including the handling aspects for the drivers. What we are about to bring to the track represents the initial phase of those modifications. However, this process demands significant time for wind tunnel development. It simply cannot be accomplished overnight." Karun Chanduk, speaking on the Sky Sports F1 podcast, further clarified, "These upgrades take as long as they need to. It's something people often fail to grasp. You can't conjure an idea and instantly implement it for the next race. There's a lead time of 6 to 8 weeks. First you conceive the idea, design it virtually using computational fluid dynamics, CFD, then you create a model for testing in the wind tunnel. Several tests are conducted before the composite department manufactures the parts and gets them ready for the actual race. This entire process alone takes a minimum of 6 to 7 weeks. Will Mercedes be abandoning their distinctive zero side pod concept? When Mercedes unveiled their W13 model in Bahrain last year, the car's unconventional side pod design astounded the paddock. With Mercedes' incredible title-winning streak and their reputation for excellence, many assumed it was yet another stroke of genius that would guarantee continued success. However, while the side pods aren't the sole reason for Mercedes' struggles, they undoubtedly play a pivotal role and are poised for a radical transformation. During the Bahrain GP, the former technical director, Elliott, revealed the team's plans for new side pods, stating, "They won't be the same as other teams or as our current ones. They will be different. We have a distinct side pod design in the works. I wouldn't say it's a revolution, but it's certainly a departure from what we currently have. So it's safe to assume that the side pods will sport a different appearance, yet considerable mystery shrouds the exact nature of this transformation. What other changes can be expected?" Hamilton, speaking at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in March, emphasized that altering the side pods alone would not resolve Mercedes' issues. The British racing icon stressed, "People keep fixating on getting new side pods for the car, but it's not as simple as that. If you were to place Red Bull's side pods on our car, it wouldn't make a difference, not a single bit. In fact, it might even make us slower." But amidst the excitement, there looms a sense of caution. Hamilton's words serve as a reminder that success is not solely dependent on superficial changes. The W14's enhancements must encompass more than just modified side pods. The intricate interplay of aerodynamics, handling characteristics, and overall performance must harmonize seamlessly to create a formidable machine capable of challenging the Red Bull juggernaut. It is within this complex web of engineering, design, and innovation that Mercedes' dedicated team of professionals toil. Countless hours spent in the wind tunnel, fine-tuning every minute detail, formulating the optimal balance of speed, stability, and agility. The quest for perfection leaves no stone unturned, demanding meticulous attention to every component, every technical nuance. In the world of Formula One, progress is not measured in mere days or weeks, but rather in the meticulous dance of development cycles and rigorous testing protocols. Each iteration brings the team closer to their goal, a goal that extends beyond a single race or championship. Mercedes aims for the pinnacle of excellence, the restoration of their dominance in the sport they have reigned over for so long. What are your thoughts on the new concept? Will Mercedes follow Aston Martin and Red Bull? Let us know in the comments below.